Thank you for coming to renew the mini breathwork class. My name is Monica, and I will be your breathwork guide for today. This is our first class, like for real, for real. And this is going to my Patreon first, and then seeing how things go, I might upload it to my YouTube channel. So if you don't know who I am, like I said before, I'm Monica. I'll be your guide this evening or today, or whenever you hear this class. I decided I want to give a little background about this class, and then we'll jump into the breath work. So the background why I started this class, prior to all the uprisings that are happening, I asked my ancestors, how can I contribute? How can I, like many people have asked themselves and their higher ups, or anything they refer to as a higher spirit, of how can I help? How can I support people through this time? Not only COVID, but now dealing with the racial class uprisings that are happening throughout the not only United States but the world. And it was just downloaded to me to do this mini breathwork class. I was like, okay, this is something I can do. This is a small way I can contribute and serve. And let me see. Cheese check video resolution. Hold on. Only United States but the world. Okay. I was just checking technical stuff, but I was just wondering, that I can do, that I can contribute, especially online, that it can be accessible as well. So, like many of you, I know that these uprisings and COVID-19 has affected the way in which we move in this world, especially the way we breathe. And I just want to offer space to however, and a reminder too of however you're going to show up today, of just being really kind and really gentle to yourself as we move on with this class. So we're going to begin. And if I would recommend being in a place that you won't get interrupted. So if it's in front of an altar, if it's sitting on your couch, if it's a nice space that you decorated for yourself, and that's the intention for the space, that's cool. But just be in a place where you won't be interrupted for the next probably 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes or so. Now, if you want to play background music, that's up to you. You might hear my fan in the background because it is hot in Georgia. So that's why I have the rumblings of my fan. What else? And also, you can the position that you can take is whatever you're most comfortable with. So if you're comfortable sitting on the ground, laying, it's however is going to be most comfortable for you to really breathe in a very intentional way and breathe in a deep way. Okay. So as you're sitting and resting here, just check in with your breath. Check in with the quality of the breath. Notice where you're breathing. And right now we're just taking these first 5 to 7 breaths with the class of Renew, just to check in with ourselves. Check in with our mind, check in with our spirit, check in with our body. And if anything comes up, have a soft place of no judgment, no stories attached to it. Just let it be. just let whatever arises be. Because so oftentimes we give it a name, we give it a story, we give it a judgment, we give it an idea even. And for this moment in time, just let it be. Let it rest. And as we begin to breathe deeper within ourselves and in this practice, start breathing from the belly. And an idea I usually like to come up with when we breathe in, we're acting as if the belly is like a balloon that we're trying to fill up. And then when we exhale, we release the air out of the balloon, so it can go back to its original shape, right? And breathing from the belly is a really great way for us to ground ourselves, to calm ourselves, to nurture ourselves. So whenever you're feeling up in your head or really up in the clouds, remember to breathe from the belly first and not the chest. And we're going to shift our focus from just the belly in general to the bottom of the belly, where the lower part of the belly, just below the belly button. I'm going to get my words right. And take a nice deep breath in whenever you're ready. Breathing from the bottom of the belly, then the rib cage and then the chest. And exhale. Belly, rib cage, and then chest. And just breathing in air and life into our legs and feet, our hips, front part of the low stomach and our low back. Exhale, release. And inhale. And exhale. Release. And normally I would call for people to breathe in with their nose and out through their nose. But I'm really calling for people to breathe in through their nostrils and then exhale through their mouth. Because I know a lot of us are experiencing a lot of traumas that are coming up, a lot of things that need to be healed, that is arising within us. And we'll stay our focus at the bottom of the belly for 2 more cycles of breath, going in and out. Inhale. And then exhale. And then shifting the focus from the bottom of the belly to the middle part, so right between the rib cage where our diaphragm is at, which the diaphragm is located on the top part, or no, how do I describe the location? without being really technical, using like big medical terms. So the diaphragm is housed in the rib cage. I think that's a better way to put it. And it helps us breathe more deeply and fully within ourselves. Helps to expand the rib cage and contract it when we're breathing. So as we're breathing, again, using that image of a balloon, we're going to breathe in, filling up the bottom of the balloon, sides of the balloon, and then the top of the balloon. And then exhale, releasing the air from the bottom of the balloon, the sides of the balloon, and top of the balloon. And really feel the rib cage expand as you breathe in. And then exhale, the rib cage coming together. Again, inhale. And exhale. Letting go of all the stress, all the worries and doubts. Inhale of the possibilities, of the growth, of the newness. And exhale. The stagnant energy, the things that are refusing to change within you and without. And as we're breathing here, think about an intention that you want to set for yourself throughout the remainder of class or throughout your day. Using I am statements, making sure it's in the present moment for you. And two more breath cycles here. And exhale. And then shifting our focus from the diaphragm now to the middle of our chest where our heart lies. And again, using the analogy of the balloon, inhale from the bottom of the belly, the rib cage, and then chest. And then exhale, belly, rib cage, and then chest. Inhale through the nostrils, belly, rib cage, and chest. And exhale, just really letting go, belly, rib cage, and chest. And then exhale, belly, rib cage, and chest. And breathing air and newness into the limbs of like the arms, the chest, the neck and the shoulders, and the head. And exhale any tension that lies in the arms, in the hands and the arms, the chest, the back, shoulders, neck, and head. And again, one last time. Inhale. Belly, rib cage, and chest. And exhale. Belly, rib cage, and chest. And we'll do this, concentrate on the chest for 2 more breath cycles. Just noticing the flow, noticing what our heart wants to say to us. And as you're finishing your last round of deep breathing, take a nice deep breath in and give an audible sigh on the exhale. And again, inhale. And then exhale with an audible sigh. One last time, inhale. And then exhale, letting go. And just take a moment for yourself now as we are about to draw this breathwork class to a close. Of what has shifted within you from the beginning of class about 15, almost 18 minutes ago versus now. What more is possible for you? What more is available to you? And you don't have to have the answer right now. Just let that sit within you. Let that sit within you. And know that you can always tap back into this space. I know oftentimes when we're scrolling down our timelines on various social media sites, and we see the denial of humanity, we see the denial of life, especially the denial of lives are quite marginalized in the United States. Is can be, I know for me it had been challenging to figure out how can I contribute? How can I make my voice be heard? How can I make the folks who usually don't have their voices, or how can I give space for them and pass the mic to them so their voices can be elevated? And it's not some weird savior complex I'm diving into. And whenever I get into my head like that, I always remember to tap back into my breath, to breathe deeply. So that way I can make choices that are good for not only the people around me, but for me as well. So that is the end of our first breathwork class. Make sure to share this with your friends or people that you love. We will have I'm going to postpone Wednesday's yoga class and do it next week. And then the following Monday, not this Monday, but the following Monday after that, we'll do another breathwork class together. So, yes. And thank you for contributing to my Patreon. You can always edit or increase or decrease the amount of donations that you want. If the committal way of doing a monthly donation is too much, you can always donate to my Patreon. Not my Patreon, I'm sorry. You can always donate to my Cash App and or Venmo, and both handles are ML Morris Wellness. Again, it is ML Morris Wellness for both handles for Venmo and Cash App. All right, so thank you and have a good one. I will see you next Wednesday for our yoga class, and then the following Monday for our next breathwork class. All right, have a good one.